Welcome to the final announcement for the 2024 Pangolin Photo Challenge. I am your host, Toby German, and in this show, I'm going to be revealing the winner of the Best of 2024 round, as well as performing the lucky draw from all of the images, the thousands of images that were entered, to tell us who has won the safari in the lucky draw. Now, I want to start by thanking all of the entrants for not only taking time to become Pangolin Guardians, but for taking the plunge and entering what I think is the best selection of images so far. It is quite extraordinary, the level of skill and proficiency on display when you consider that this is an amateur-only competition. So, well done to everyone. We're going to be announcing the details of the 2025 Pangolin Photo Challenge in June this year. Now, most of the challenges will be the same, birds of the world, mammal behavior, etc. But we thought it might be fun to let you help choose some new ones that we could offer. So please make your suggestions in the comments down below, and we'll draw up a shortlist for you to vote on in the coming months. While you're there, please don't forget to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up, as that helps us to grow the channel. I will also leave a link in the description down below where you can sign up for our Friday Focus newsletter, as that's where we will normally announce the start of the challenge. Okay, so on with the results. The winner of the Best of 2024 Pangolin Photo Challenge and the lucky draw will win the same prize, which is a place for two people on our most popular safari, the Best of Chobe. This safari includes 3 nights on board our houseboat, the Pangolin Voyager, as well as 3 nights at the Pangolin Chobe Hotel. One of the Pangolin Photo hosts will be with you throughout to help you improve your wildlife photography, as well as help you get loads of amazing images when you're out on the Pangolin Photo boats and game drives. Each winner will win a place for 2 people on the safari, and if they decide to bring along someone who is perhaps new to wildlife photography, then we will happily lend them a Canon R6 Mark II, as well as a 100 to 500mm lens. This is actually included in every Botswana photo safari, free of charge. The Best of Chobe Safari package is priced at just under $5,000 per person sharing, so that means that each of the following 2 prizes is valued at nearly $10,000. Not bad, eh? In fact, when you add up all the safaris that we're giving away this year, it comes to nearly $35,000. So if you want to get involved, sign up to the newsletter and get all the announcements, as well as details of all of the new content that we produce, like free online courses. Speaking of courses, if you know somebody who is looking to get into wildlife photography, or you yourself need to brush up on your skills, then we have just released a free 10-part beginner's guide to wildlife photography on the Pangolin Photo Academy platform. There is a link in the description below, so check it out. Right, now that the housekeeping is over and done with, let's give away some safaris, shall we? First up, I'm going to run you through the top 5 images in ascending order for the Best of 2024 Pangolin Photo Challenge. As a reminder, each of these images had to have been taken in the 2024 calendar year and adhered to the rules of the Pangolin Photo Challenge. So let's get to it. So the first image, 5th place, goes to Audrey Price from the United Kingdom with her photograph High Energy. She describes it: 2 young lionesses dramatically leapt in the air at a waterhole in Etosha National Park, taken with a Nikon D4 and an 80 to 400mm lens. Very cool image, never seen anything like it, quite frankly. You can see that they must have probably siblings playing around with each other, testing their strength. It's 2 lionesses here. She says it's Etosha, doesn't surprise me. You can see the springboks in the background. I like the fact that some of the springboks appear to be watching what's going on, obviously quite perplexed as to what's going on with these 2. It's a really interesting photograph. I've never seen anything like it, as I said. So congratulations, Audrey. That's a very cool image, and you came in at 5th place. Next up, we have Zita Quinton from the United States with title Hyena leaving the waterhole. I am guessing this might, I don't know, maybe Kenya. It doesn't say where the image was taken. It does say that it was taken with a Canon EOS R5 with a 70 to 200 lens. And it was only at 160mm, so pretty close. The waterhole is a great place, obviously, for backlighting as well as front lighting. It appears in the description, she describes that the lights of the hide were turned off, so there was obviously an external light behind, which allowed for backlighting as well. And hyenas are great for this. They're very good in the morning or the afternoon light to get a rim lighting effect. Obviously, they're very furry, but this is really lovely. And I think it's really made also by the dust that's been kicked up. You can see the dust on the front leg. Nice separation of the legs as well, so that you can see all four of the legs. Really lovely, good composition, keeping it off onto the right-hand side, looking left so that the animal has space to move into, gives it a nice sense of motion. So yeah, beautifully composed shot. Congratulations, Zita Quinton. Next, in third place, we have an image called Elephants in the Morning Mist by Aris Christopoulos from Greece. Congratulations, Aris. This was taken early in the morning in Moremi, which is in Botswana. It's great to have an image from Botswana in the final 5. Moremi is a reserve that takes up a lot of the Okavango Delta. It was taken with a Canon EOS R5 with what looks like a Sigma contemporary lens as well. Really ethereal. You get this lovely morning mist in the Okavango Delta, which he has managed to capture perfectly. He's managed to keep the whole of the sun, just the glare of the sun in the image, which is great. And then your eye is drawn up to it by these line of birds as well. I think it's really ghostly, therefore it's elephants, it's emotive. But I think it's a really lovely image, beautifully exposed. The fact that you can just make out the elephants, good separation from the elephants as well. So you can see the 3 individuals and then the 4th turned facing the camera, but turned slightly to the right as well. And yeah, it's really beautiful. So congratulations, Aris, that's you in at 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have our first bird in the top 5. It is a gannet at sunset by Patrick Kirch from Poland called The Golden Prince. Quite a tricky shot, I would have thought, to do, taken with an EOS R5 with 100mm 2.8 macro lens. So that's an interesting choice. Good for portrait photography, I believe. But it's very difficult. Obviously, the sun is setting behind the gannet. But I think what really makes this image are these sort of, they're not really sunbursts, but you can see that it's water. So he's taken it through some grass, and based on the description, the condensation in front of it gave a beautiful gleaming effect. The effect of the reflections was given to me by previously water-drenched grass and taking photographs in front of the setting sun. Technically, I think a very difficult shot to get it correctly exposed, but a lovely intimate shot of a really charismatic bird. So congratulations there, Patrick. That's you in 2nd place. Not quite there this year, but good luck for next year. And then finally, the winning image is this one. So it was taken by Michael Stavrakakis from Australia. So that's, I'm assuming with a surname like that, there's a bit of Greek heritage in there. So that's 2 Greek wildlife photographers in the top 5. Congratulations. But Michael is from Australia. It's entitled Bear Hug. I think that's all you need to say, really, in the title. He describes it as a tender moment between a mother polar bear and her 6-month-old cub, playfully embracing on the pack ice north of Svalbard. This image reflects a deep bond shared between the mother and cub, who remain inseparable for 2 to 3 years as she prepares for life of solitude, for a life of solitude ahead. It was taken with a Sony Alpha Mark IV with a 200-600mm lens at its full 600. I think it's a really stunning image, beautifully composed. I like the fact that you've included a lot of the environment as well. I think if the cub was 6 months old, I must assume it's later on in the year. I don't have a date. But obviously, if it's the pack ice, then there is the ice is thinning out at the top as well. So you've got lots of sea, you've got layers of ice. I like the water, the reflection in the front as well, where you can see the polar bear in reflection. And it's just a beautiful moment, beautifully captured between a mother and her baby. It looks like they're a bit wet. Maybe they've just come out of the water as well, which adds to the story. If I was going to anthropomorphize this, maybe you're thinking that the baby is hugging onto its mum to keep warm. Who knows? Maybe I'm just being silly. But it's a really beautiful photograph. I think a photograph that's going to be more and more difficult to get. I think most of you will probably know that they've just introduced more stringent rules in Svalbard as to how close you can get to polar bears. The distance you're supposed to be is 300 meters from a polar bear. So I think even with a 600mm zoom lens, you're going to struggle to get something like this as well. A polar bear won it last year with a rimlet polar bear. A polar bear has won it again this year. Are we going to see more polar bears? I do hope so. We're hoping that rules might relax going forwards, but at the moment, going to Svalbard and trying to get close-up intimate shots like this is going to be problematic. I totally understand why they're doing it. There's a lot of big cruise ships disgorging tons of zodiacs and getting close to the polar bears and interfering with them. So I understand why they're doing it. But okay, back to the image without preaching too much about what's going on there. I think it is a really beautiful image. And Michael, congratulations. We really look forward to welcoming you on safari. It will be a very different temperature in Botswana, I can assure you of that. Bring your camera, bring your lens, bring a friend. Really looking forward to meeting you. Congratulations. Yours is the best of 2024 image for the Pangolin Photo Challenge 2024. So now on to the lucky draw, which I am sure you have all been waiting for patiently. As with last year, I wanted to get my business partner Guts in on the action, but today we are not in the same place like we were last year, so we will have to use the power of Zoom instead. And, as if by magic, here he is. Hello, Guts.
Hey, Toby, good to see you.
Nice to see you too. How's it going out there?
Fantastic. It's green season in Chobe. Beautiful out there. I wish you can see it.
Nice, nice. I'm going to be there soon. But we have important work to do.
Very important.
Rightio. So, have you got your lucky draw app ready to go?
I've downloaded already. I know how you like your apps.
I do indeed. So, the total number of entries that we had in this year's this is the number of entries of images, was 7,223.
Wow. 7, 2, 2, 3. Perfect. That's impressive.
That's good. That's really impressive because the year before we had 10 challenges and got 9,000 entries. This year we had 6, so 7,223. So that's just a more concentrated version. But yeah,
beautiful.
And you've seen some of the images, haven't you? What do you think of this year compared to last?
Unbelievable. I think the quality is just in the next level. It's unbelievable. This last 5 images, or the top 5 images, it must have been so difficult for the judges to choose. And yeah, just next level stuff. Beautiful.
And all amateurs. Amazing, isn't it?
Crazy. Fantastic. But it just shows you how the level of photography out there, it's brilliant.
Oh, brilliant. Okie dokie. Right. So let's do this. I'm going to ask you to activate your app, and then you're going to press stop. There's going to be a number. Then I'm going to share my screen. I've got an Excel spreadsheet open right here. And we're going to find the number that it corresponds to and announce the winner of a best of Chobe Safari for 2 people to come to Botswana to see you there. Yes.
Waiting with open arms. Let's see.
Right, yeah, ready?
Was I turning towards you? All right.
I think we can see. Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, what a false start. Keep going.
Try again.
There we go. Lucky draw. 3067. Right. Okay. I'm just going to share my screen. So you can see that's whilst our 3067. Got it. So whilst I'm doing that, tell everybody what you thought of the winning image of the polar bear.
The polar bear. Can you believe it is another polar bear that won this year's image? And, you know, like I said, the top 5 images are unbelievable and so close to each other. But I think this is going to be a very sought after image because, you know, all the restrictions now in Svalbard that you can't get close to the bears. You have to stay 500 meters away from them. This is going to be a very difficult image to get. But what I think that makes this image so special is the interaction. We say this often, the moment there's some interaction between species or in the same species, that just trumps everything else. It is really, really a magnificent shot. Beautiful. I'm very jealous of this shot.
Oh, there we go. So I'm up here. I'm up to the 3067. I didn't want to, whilst you were talking, I didn't want to spoil it. So here we go. Getting closer. 3060. Here we go. 3067, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't like this word. Okay, well, I'm going to have to tell you, it's Miguel Perez Ramos, who entered an image called Survival in the Birds of the World Challenge. So congratulations, Miguel. I'm sorry that Excel doesn't like your name and has given you all sorts of weirdness going on there. So there we go, Miguel. You are the winner of a 7-day safari in the Chobe with Guts and his team. Congratulations.
Fantastic. Big congratulations. We're for you with open arms.
Open arms indeed. Okay, so before you go, what's that I see there poking into the screen? Tell me what this is.
I'm hiding it from you, Toby. A big surprise. Look what we received from YouTube.
Hey,
what is this?
100,000 subscribers. There we go. Thank you, everybody who has subscribed. Really appreciate all the support. This has been an amazing, amazing journey. So please make sure you subscribe. Add to that. We want to get to 1 million.
We want to get to 1 million. If you haven't subscribed yet, let's boost this. Thank you very much, guys. This is very, very special. Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you very much. I'll see you again. I'll see you soon. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Guys, bye-bye.
So there we have it. Another Pangolin Photo Challenge done. I think that's our 5th now. So thank you very much to everybody who entered this year. We hope you had fun. If you would like to come and visit us in Botswana, then simply head on over to our website, pangolinphoto.com, where you will find details of all of our safaris in Botswana and beyond. And if we don't see you this year, maybe we'll see you next year. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. See you soon.